New game time. The Last Flame. Free demo, available on Steam. This one, I think it's like a TFT auto battler type game. Quick pause to adjust my volume, and it went right into the game. That is cool. So right now we have Endless and Challenge, both locked. I wonder if that's just because it's a demo, or if it's because I haven't played yet. The only difficulty available is Novice. Alright, enemy difficulty, 1 red skull. Heal after boss, 90 blue flame. Mid-range timer, default. We can uncheck the tutorial. Let's go. Embark. We can figure this out. Auto battler. How hard can it be? It's basically Super Auto Pets. That's the only auto battler I've played. Pick 2 heroes. I like Purple and Kasara. I was gonna say she has a lot of HP, but not really. Listen, I'm just taking you because you look cool and you have a cool background. Beyond that, you also look cool. That's it. Candle, pick a relic. Candle, clickable relic. Spend 100 money to heal for 10 blue flame. Infinite uses. Clickable. Clickable, spend 1 trophy to gain 140 coins. Infinite uses. Ooh. Trophies, used to rank up your heroes. 1 trophy equals 5 XP. Gold, used to buy things in the shop. You can now research at the shop. Research. Choose a relic. It costs 8 trophies. Use 100% the amount of trophies that you currently own. 1 use only. Oh, gain. Yeah. Click it to gain the effect. So this is just double my trophies, but I don't know when to do... Here, we're going to take engineering. I don't know. Click or press space to continue. It looks very Slay the Spire-like. I want maximum fights with the deadliest looking skulls, so this far left path. I guess this leaves options open, but we don't need those. Okay, so there are rerolls. A slightly harder, normal encounter that rewards a bonus passive reroll if victorious. All enemies have a 15% attack speed buff. A hard encounter that rewards more gold, a relic, and a 10% chance to gain a legendary recipe. What is a swap? Slightly harder. Normal encounter that rewards a bonus passive swap if victorious. Okay, if you're not victorious, don't you just lose? Maybe not. I guess we'll find out. We are fighting an arachnid with 1,400 hit points. Is that correct? Around there. No. Because these bars are not 1,000 apiece. I don't know. It follows me. I can place my characters. Weird. Okay, are you ranged or are you melee? You look like you're melee. Attack damage, 55. You seem like you would be tanky. Maybe? 30 armor. 35 attack. Critical strike. Crystal power. On cast, the hero gains 12 spell power. I'm just gonna assume that... Here, you're gonna get right up in this spider's face. Right there. And we're just gonna fight. You are ranged. You are tanky, and you're healing yourself. Proceed. Fight recap. Fight recap. Damage taken, 0. Damage mitigated from defense. Casts 1. AA 6. Okay. It did say what more stuff was. AA, number of auto attacks done. 6 and 6. Stun total, 2 seconds. Shock 3. Sweet. It looks like there's a good amount of, like, information available. Do I get to do one of these or all? Ooh, we get to do all. I already kind of have a tank, but this one looks like it might have a stun. Huh. Protective speed. When gaining a shield from any source, the hero gains 1% attack speed for each hero and summon on the battlefield. Stacks 50 times. This is a lot of reading that I'm not willing to do. I want you, because you're ranged. Pick an item. I would like pistol. Pistol sounds pretty good. I could get defense. I don't know what the ×2 means, but I don't know what anything else means either. I'll take that. You. I would like to give you armor. How do I give you armor? Oh, we've done it. Done it twice. Let's go. Proceed. Onwards. I want to get all the way up to here. Let's go do that. Oh, I'm already here. Why is it showing me that? Okay. So they turn to face me. You're probably ranged, so I want to get right up into your face, I think. Trying to think how I hit the ranged character earlier. Just see what happens. Like, what if I had piercing shots? Then I would have wanted to line up one of my ranged characters over here. Okay, I feel very strong for the early game. I kind of like the idea of just getting more ranged, but Blake looks pretty cool. Molten Knife. War Machine. Every attack, the hero gains 2 attack damage, stacks 15 times. At 15 stacks, the hero gains 8% lifesteal. And you're ranged, I think. This one does sound kind of interesting, but you're who I'm taking. Proceed. No. Cancel. Pick an item. We would like, for every enemy currently targeting the wearer gains 17 defense. The wearer's attacks deal additional on-hit damage equal to 8 per summon on the battlefield. Whenever the hero is below 45% HP, he heals for 4% max HP every 3 seconds. I kind of like that. And again, where's my items? Forge. Recipes. What? Yes, I would like this. Heirlooms. Forge. What have I done? Recuperation necklace. Wait, really? Can I do that again? No. Okay, you. Open up. We right-click to open the hero's stuff. Proceed. Our tank is getting tankier. What if they have an AoE attack? Or like a piercing attack. What happened that these all got hit? Weird. Okay, again, we seem way too strong. Get the money, pick a hero. I kind of want like a support hero, healing hero. Gains lifesteal for missing HP. Zico heals themselves. You're a self-healer. That actually sounds pretty good. Zar casts Shield Strike on the furthest enemy. Dealing damage to nearby enemies. Shield strike scales with shield. Eternal shield. Every 4 attacks, if the hero is above 25% HP and does not have a full shield, the hero loses 5% HP but gains a shield equal to 5% max HP. In addition, when the fight starts, the hero loses 25% max HP but gains a shield. No? Self-shielder. Shield mastery. Nope, I think I'm just gonna take this one. Think? Cool, so now I have 2 tanks. 12% attack speed, plus 24 spell power. Plus 24 spell power, plus 30 defense. Mana regen, 40 defense. I think I want this, and I'm gonna put that on my new person. You. Unless I can forge things, which I cannot. Oh. Hero panel. So do I get to have 8 heroes? What it kind of looks like. Okay. Proceed. Okay, we are getting more enemies. So I'm glad that I have 2 tanks now. Think. Can I see what these enemies do? Ooh, yes I can. Split. It summons a slime that has 33% of its max HP and 50% attack damage. The slime has no ability. So there's going to be a bunch of enemies. Ancestral healing, and this is going to heal. Okay. I kind of want to, like, focus fire down one of them, I think. So this is how I'm going to do it, so that we hopefully focus fire down this bottom one first. This is working. Okay, my lifesteal one's getting hurt, but it heals more as its HP goes down. It might die. It did die. And that healed them, or it gave them mana. To be fair, it doesn't have the items that this one does. I wonder, is this one still level 1? I don't know if they level up, but I see a 1 here. I could level them up using trophies. I could totally do that. Every 5 attacks, the wearer gains 1 attack damage for each shock and frost on the enemy that has the most of these debuffs. What? These are blue. Every 4 attacks, the wearer gains 15 spell power, but max mana is increased by 1. Why does that say but? But max mana is increased by 1. That should say and, I feel like. The wearer gains 2% critical strike chance per 5% missing HP. Huh. I'm gonna take this and put that onto you. Ooh, but I can forge it. Forge. I don't know why I want to forge, but I do. Also, did it let me keep... No, it did not let me keep the hat. So I'm hoping that lifesteal is based off of damage. And that when you crit, you can crit lifesteal too. That would be cool. To learn more, check the guide tab, items and rank. So, I don't know how to use these. Flame. If this value reaches 0, you lose the run. What did I spend my flame on? Is that because this hero died? Maybe. You do not have any heroes with additional passives to reroll. Okay. But what if we leveled up a hero? I'd like to level up a hero. Oh. You heal the party. Takes advantage of shields. You're a tank. You are an attack damage dealer. Melee. Self-healer. I'm sure we'll figure this out at some point. Proceed. I don't have a passive. I feel like I should be leveling up. Tab. Combat forging, damage types, targeting, preparation phase. Glossary. I'm looking for experience or trophies or level up. Trophies. Resource used to rank up your heroes. 1 trophy equals 5 experience. To learn more, check the guide tab. Items and rank. Items and rank. You can spend trophies. Clicking on the trophy button next to the hero's rank. There's no trophy button next to the hero's rank. I would like to click the trophy button next to the hero's rank. Fine. Wait, there it is. I did it. Bam. You leveled up. Pick one. Transcending power. On cast, the hero gains 12 spell power, stacks 5 times. Every 6 attacks, the hero heals all heroes for 25% attack damage. I want that one. Okay, you. So I used up a bunch of my trophies. Summon Water Elemental. Every time the hero critical strikes with an attack, they summon a Water Elemental, max 3. If Water Elementals are already summoned, increase their attack damage by 2. All summons, attack speed is increased by 10% of the Okay, we want this one. Who else? Kisara. While below 60% max HP, the hero gains 20% spell steal. Hero attacks have 20% chance to rapidly attack an additional time. Yes. I see. So now that I've leveled up, I could reroll a passive. The problem is, these passives all sound really good. I would like to level you up. I'm out of trophies. Uncast. When getting a shield from any source, heal the hero for 3% of its max HP. Every 6 seconds, the hero receives a shield equal to 3% of its max HP. These all sound really good. Change for defensive wall. Hero gains 8 defense for each hero and summon within 7 range. For every 500 HP lost during this fight, the hero gains 7% life steal. No. Okay. All of that just to figure out I like the passives I got. We're gonna fight 2 demons. That's cool. We're gonna focus fire 1 down first. So this left one's gonna go first. Has a 2 and a 3 on it. You also have a 2 and a 3. These all got stunned. Good deal. Nobody died. I didn't lose any of my flame. We've got money. I didn't get any trophies. we get to pick a relic. Nalula. Yes. Self-healer. I think I need people that heal others. Generates or utilizes bleeds on enemies. That sounds kind of good. Caster. Sounds good. I just don't need the self-healer, really. Ranged is good. You're going to be a summoner. Crit mastery. I do like the idea of summon a bit. Huh. Tank. Burn also sounds kind of good. Fights at close range. I wonder if their background colors matter. And I see my current heroes. I do have one red background. And I have one orange background. I kind of like the red seems to be lifesteal. You know what? We're going to get you. Pick an item. I would like Amber Ring. Every attack, the wearer has a 1% chance to burn and shock on the enemies. On the enemy that has the most of these debuffs, and gain 1 mana regen. Stacks 6 times. 100% crit strike damage. He also takes 50% of his attack damage. I don't know about that second part of that. 5% crit chance. The wearer's critical strikes inflict 1 burn on all enemies. I'm going to do that one. If we go to the forge... I still don't know why I'm forging these together. Because I can. So you have been doing pretty well. I think I'm going to leave this off of you and put it onto you. Because you have increased crit stuff. Wearer gains 2% crit chance per missing HP. Per 5% missing HP. Okay, you get this. Pick a relic. Beastery. When you start the fight, you gain 4 spirit summons, plus 4 to your summon count. Hextile buff. Gain 26% spell steal. Hextile buffs are obtained by the hero that is on the hextile at the start of the fight. Hextile buffs change position at random between fights. Saddle. All heroes gain a 3% speed for every 2 trophies that you have. That one sounds kind of good. Except then I won't ever want to spend my trophies. All heroes gain -2 max mana, but lose 25% of their HP at the start of the fight. What? I think I'm just going to go with Beastery. Cool. Why is there a person down here? Who are you? You're not currently on the team, I think. Hero panel. How do I put you in? Maybe that's not true. Proceed. We're gonna find out. You're down here. I would have to sub you out with one of the others. Okay, so I only get 5 champions at max, I think. Oh. This is an interesting fight. I wonder if those hex tiles mean anything. Do I want these 3 to run over to this one? I think so. Like, do these give any bonus? I don't think they do. Okay, you're all on your own. 1v1. This one is doing a 4v1 and thriving. Okay, I do have summons up here because you got crits. Okay, thriving a little bit. also taking some damage. We did it, but it is getting a little bit tougher. We got some trophies. This one's close. No, one of them's close to level up. Archer. +4 mana regen, +2 max mana. So adding max mana seems to be bad. 20 spell power. 40 defense. I get 2 of these? 40 defense sounds pretty good right now. I'm just gonna take 2 of those. I have 2 tanks that could use those. Before I reroll the passive, I want to level you up. Astral Staff. Every 4 seconds, the hero deals spell damage to its target and nearby enemies equal to 15 times mana regen. Every 5 seconds, the hero gains 60 shield plus 15 shield per summon on the battlefield. Guess take this one, but it's not super good. You can have a shield. You can have a shield. That adds a lot of defense. Hero takes 47% reduced damage. 57% reduced damage. Ultimate Velocity. Every ult, the hero gains 10% attack speed. That sounds pretty good. Every time the hero crit strikes with an attack, he deals additional on-hit damage equal to its defense to the target. That sounds confusing. I'm just gonna take this one. Onwards. Proceed. This looks like 2 big enemies. Oh, 3 big enemies. Okay. I think I'm gonna do similar to last time, where you get to 1v1 one. And these... No, because you'd have to 1v1 2 of these. That's not 1v1. Okay. Let's go. This tank seems really good. Pretty happy that I took that. That's my favorite of all my units, I think. Forget its name. What is your name? Rune. You're very good. Okay, reached rank 2, so you can level up without trophies. Every 6 seconds, the hero heals the lowest percent HP hero for 40 plus 50% spell power. That sounds really good. While below 60% max HP, hero gains 20% spell steal. Nope, I want that one. Heal others. Give me the money. So I've been collecting these red ones a little bit. Blood Intervention. Every 5 attacks, the hero deals additional splash on hit damage equal to 100% attack damage and inflicts 2 bleeds to enemies struck. Sanguine Rupture. Slams the ground, dealing damage in a cone. 10% additional damage per bleed on the enemy hit. Kind of interesting. So, what are you? Hybrid damage dealer. Attack and spell damage. Close range. Bleed debuff. God, this thing has a ton of stuff. I'm just gonna take you, but I'm not even planning on using you anyways. Druid Necklace. Every 3 seconds, the wearer gains spell power equal to the amount of summons on the battlefield. Every 3 seconds, the wearer has a 5% chance per max mana to gain 1 mana regen. 3 mana regen. The wearer loses 300 HP when the fight starts. Huh. That's interesting a little bit. I think I'm going to take the summons one. Is that what I'm going to do? Sure. And put that... Wait, I want to read about my heroes. How do I see if you're a magic dealer? There's somewhere that it tells me. Right click. I swear I saw it. Show general traits. That's it. Caster. Spell damage. And you can do a double attack. I think... Ooh. No. How do I show my items? This game. There's a lot here. Pick a relic. Troll Mace. All heroes gain 25% attack damage. That sounds nice. Hextile buff. 3 mana regen. Elephant Boots. Gain 55 defense. Hextile buff. Huh. That is a good amount of defense. All heroes gain 28% attack speed, but gain 2 max mana. I think I'm just going to take Troll Mace. But I wanted that item. You. I want you. Because it's a recipe, it has to be added to something. I kind of understand. This fight looks too easy. You're going to be a level 2 ranged enemy that I want to deal with quickly, but I can't really do that. So these two, I want you to go off on your own. You do your own thing. Everybody else will target this one. Cool. I could move some of my defense off of the lifesteal one onto the main tank. Pick an item. Plus 20 spell power, plus 2 mana regen. 24% crit chance, 48 spell power. These both seem very good. I think I want the crit chance. I'm gonna actually put that forge not onto my spellcaster. It's gonna go onto you. Reroll a passive. No, I like all of my passives. Heals all heroes. Double attack. Every alt. I've already seen these ones. And I don't like them. Okay, we're going on. Fight. Oh wait, I didn't arrange. Crap. I didn't think that I was in the fight. My 2 tanks are up here. My ranged character just died. I lost some flame. That was stupid. My bad. That was just to see what would happen if I didn't put a tank out front. Recruit a hero. I don't care. Support actually sounds kind of cool. Heals the party. Okay, it's probably you. You, melee, unhit damage dealer, attack damage dealer. So you're just big damage. Ranged, caster, burn debuff. Thank you. I could change one of these out, but these are all level 2s. Shocker Spear. The wearer's attacks have a 50% chance to inflict 1 shock to all enemies. That sounds really good. 35% spell power at the start of the fight. Every 3 attacks gains a shield equal to 5 times max mana. Oh. I could put this on my shield character. I'm gonna do that. Because that's a recipe, so it forges with this item. Sweet. Proceed. Wait. Cancel. Pick a relic. That's what I meant to do. Team size increased by 1. All heroes gain +1 max mana when the fight starts. So that's how much mana it requires for them to do their ability, I think. I kind of get it. Hextile buff, 450 shield. I don't know how I feel about the hextiles. I guess I have to try one, but for now, I just want that. You're out here. I'll put you out once we get to the next area. You. Okay, so this is it. We want you up here. I feel like I want to spread things out for this one. We'll see if that's true. Let's go. That's a big enemy. Doesn't seem to be doing anything crazy, though. Okay, something happened to this. Yeah, we're just destroying it. Sweet. "12 trophies. Recruit a hero." I like that this one has low HP and it's ranged. It just makes me think. Every crit strike, the hero's critical strike chance is increased by 1% plus 0.3 per summon on the battlefield. Passive ult. Every crit strike, learn, forges an ancient arrow. Not learn. Liam. Liam forges 2 additional ancient arrows and fires all ancient arrows in quick succession at his current target. Each ancient arrow deals 100% attack damage and cannot crit strike. Applies on hit and other passive effects. Does not generate mana. This one seems interesting to me. Alec. Just because it seems very glass cannon-like. Ooh, AoE. Burst Nova. Around all heroes. Inflicts bleed. Scales with max mana. My max mana is increased. Every attack has 15% chance to generate 1/3 of hero's max mana. We're just gonna take you. So, is there any kind of bonus to having like all reds out on the field? These look like good items. Crown of Life. Every 6 seconds, the wearer... So I might want to reroll these. The wearer heals all heroes for 4% of wearer's max HP. Interesting. 30% lifesteal. Lifesteal heals for a portion of the damage dealt through attacks. Huh. Minus 15% attack speed. The wearer's attacks generate an additional mana, but they also get damage for 100% of its attack damage. I don't know what that one means all the way, but these two sound way better. I could put this on my character that already has tons of lifesteal. It would get tons and tons. Or, I like the idea of Crown of Life. Crown of Life wants to go on a big HP champion, though. Which is this one. We could do that. Do I really just forge it onto a novice shield? Forge an equipable item by combining a recipe with heirloom. Forged item has the effect of both the recipe and the heirloom. The problem is, this is a very good recipe, I think, where this might be a crappy heirloom. I don't know. Wait, I didn't pick a relic. Sunstone. After each fight, if you are below 35 blue flame, heal for 10 blue flame. 30% discount on everything at the shop. You have a 25% chance to obtain a legendary recipe reward from elite fights when victorious. Yes. Stinky Fish. Gain 8 blue flame after each fight. At the start of the fight, you either gain Happy Fish or Angry Fish, depending on your current blue flame. When above 75, all heroes receive Happy Fish, plus 15% attack speed. When below 75, all heroes receive Angry Fish, minus 15% attack speed. Crap, that actually sounds really good too. I think that would actually be it. I have 16 trophies. 16 trophies. So, if I hit proceed, Act 2, the Petrafi Desert. All right, I think that's going to do it for this first video. But tomorrow, we'll continue on and check out Act 2. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. I'm up to 1,273 awesome subscribers. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.